Every cell of your face has a clock in it. What you do in the next 7 minutes will determine whether that clock speeds forward in time or winds backward 10, 20, or even 30 years. Hi, I'm Tracy. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how to reverse the biological clocks in your skin and transform tired, dull, and even sagging skin that you would never dare reveal without makeup into vibrant, smooth, tight, toned, and glowing skin that seems to grow younger in time. I'll be shattering the myths that dermatologists and the cosmetic industry have led you to believe about reversing wrinkles, naturally lifting and tightening the neck, jawline, and eyelids, balancing excessively dry, sensitive, or oily skin, banishing adult acne, and even skin disorders like eczema or rosacea, and reveal the real reason some of us experience the signs of aging sooner than other cultures. In fact, even though this might sound impossible now, after you watch this video and do what it says like thousands of ecstatic women before you, your friends, co-workers, and especially your dermatologist will be shocked at the staggering transformation your skin is about to go through. How famous personalities who can afford any beauty treatment they want have used this secret to create magazine cover looks all day long. How celebrities like Maria Bello, who used the secret to perfectly balance her oily skin. Or how Lisa Ling used it to tame her morning puffiness. How Kelly Hu used it to banish breakouts and pigmentation, or how Miranda Carr used it to become the world's highest-paid supermodel, and even how Roma Downey, who stars in Touched by an Angel, used it to soothe and nourish her dry skin, eliminate breakouts and adult acne. I'm going to teach you the secret in just a second, but before I do, I need to talk about the big lie that's keeping you from the eternal youth you've only seen in the lucky few, and that your body is desperately trying to give you. What's the big lie keeping you from reversing the hands of time? The big lie is the idea that natural, effortlessly beautiful looks, the kind we secretly envy, like Demi Moore, who's in her 50s and still looks like she's barely past 30, or Miranda Carr, the supermodel who went to a red carpet event barefaced, without makeup, and still looked stunning, is as rare and precious as wild unicorns. And that hiding our face under a layer of foundation, primers, concealers, and moisturizers is just something we have to be chained to for the rest of our lives. The truth is, your body wants to create firm, taut, smooth, flawless, glowing, and radiant skin for the rest of your life. It is trying to. And anyone can unlock your skin's natural ability to slow down the clock, if not reverse it, by following this secret. I know this sounds hard to believe, so let me explain. If you're like most women, your relationship with your skin has been like a really bad codependent affair with a jealous and needy lover, where you never know when the next flare-up is going to happen. I don't know about you, but when I hit my teens, I had the unfortunate blessing of having an excessively oily condition. My foundation wouldn't even stay on unless I thoroughly cleaned my face, and with my condition, I developed severe cystic acne, the ugly kind that hurts when you touch it. Only after 2 rounds of Accutane and learning how to skillfully cover up my blemishes did I manage to look like a normal person. But behind that exterior, I was constantly paranoid about my breakouts, or oiliness, or blemishes. Looking back now, a lot of my life revolved around these issues. What was that old saying? A cage made of gold is still a cage? Even though I looked okay with my elaborate morning routine, cosmetic products, and treatments, I was still trapped. Sometimes, after a long day, the last thing I wanted to do was spend an hour in the bathroom getting ready for bed. And to make matters worse, in my early 30s, I started to see the beginnings of premature aging. I was too young to start having wrinkles, and my acne started to come back. After another breakout, I'd cry out in my head, why was I cursed with this? I used to envy the Hollywood starlets in their late 20s and early 30s with their mind-numbingly, mesmerizingly gorgeous freak of nature ethereal glow. Now I despise them. I've talked to dozens of women about this, and over again I see the same pattern. As soon as she hits her teens, it's like a switch goes off, hormones kick in and start to wreak havoc on their skin, and women suddenly begin a daily tightrope walk trying to look their best. And in their 30s and 40s, they see the slow, gradual hand of time starting to show itself around their eyes, under their chin, on the sides of the mouth. And with entire floors in department stores clamoring for your attention, they find it harder and more confusing to know what to do next. It's a horrible place to be. If you have excessive dryness, you're faced with an endless array of heavy, thick moisturizers, and the threat of dull complexion, crow's feet, smile lines, age spots, pigmentation, and patchiness. If you have oily skin, you have to hide under a thick layer of makeup, forced to choose certain hairstyles, and waste hours of your day just to hide the shine, or trying to explain to your significant other why you can't just go out and get the mail without putting on your makeup. And as we age, we try one product, treatment, or device after another to slow down the clock, where it seems the only choices we have involve a needle, a powerful and toxic drug, or to go under the knife. Does that sound familiar to you? Believe me, you certainly aren't alone if it does. Okay, now for the big question you've probably asked yourself again and again. Why do some women seem to have the magical ability to have dewy, radiant, permaglow looks without even trying? Like my best friend Danielle, who's the same age as me, whose face seems to defy gravity. There's no sagging, her chin line is taut, her eyelids aren't drooping at all, and her cheeks are as rosy and elastic as they were in her mid-20s. I remember the night. Once, when we were in our 20s, we went out like we usually do, and the guy at the door asked for her ID, looked at it, let her in, then took one look at me and didn't say a thing. He just let me in. He assumed I was old enough to go in. To this day, she is always asked to show ID because she still looks so young. It's like the rest of us feel like we're on an endless treadmill racing against time and gravity and getting nowhere. After talking to dozens of women, I figured out one simple fact that once you accept it, will allow you to attain beauty that is the envy of every woman. What's the secret? Okay, this is going to sound too simple for you. It certainly sounded silly to me. That is until I discovered how vast and incredibly profound it turned out to be. The reason why some women, like the stunning celebrities I mentioned earlier, or like my best friend Danielle, manage to defy their age, have clear, smooth, flawless looks no matter what their age, while so many others don't, has nothing to do with the products they put on their face, or special treatments reserved for the rich and famous, and it certainly doesn't have to do with Botox, fillers, or plastic surgery. What's the secret? As I said, it's going to sound deceptively simple, but here it is. The reason why you feel you've been left out of the genetic lottery and not looking years younger as you should be isn't because of what you're putting on your skin. It's because of what you are feeding your skin. Saying it in another way, on average, a typical American will eat 4.7 pounds of food per day. But we put only an ounce or two of skincare products on our body every day. Which do you think will have a bigger impact? If you're like 99.99% of women, you haven't been taught how to eat in a way that bends time backwards, rebuilds collagen, erases wrinkles, fine lines, blemishes, banishes stubborn breakouts, puffiness, and dark lines under the eyes. I know this may sound overly simplistic, but it's a fact. There's actually a way to feed yourself younger every day. A way to starve wrinkles, acne, and all the other skin problems out of existence, and flood skin-tightening collagen back into your neck, cheeks, eyes, lips, jawline, and forehead. There are even foods that repair sun-damaged skin, melt away age spots, and patchy, discolored skin. And let's not forget, our hair and nails are a part of our skin as well. So not only is it possible to eat your way to a facelift, your hair will suddenly reveal a glossy sheen. You'll probably have to change the shampoo and conditioner you use because you will have so much more body and thickness as well. Your nails will start to grow faster, longer, thicker, and healthier than you can remember. The only place your fake nails will go is in the trash can, never to be seen again. With every woman I helped, the story was the same. There were little things they could adjust with their food that made a whole bunch of beauty products on their dresser and in their medicine cabinet obsolete. Not only were women transforming from this to this, but they went from this to this. And there were big mistakes most women were making, without even realizing it, that caused them to age faster and faster with every meal, etching lines deeper into their appearance with each bite. Plain and simple, the big secret to natural all-day, radiant, smooth, and clear skin without a shelf full of products and an aggravating morning and get-ready-for-bed routine is to know how to feed new, healthy, young skin to the surface and starve old, dying skin cells in a way that makes you feel like you are eating a cheat meal at every meal. You see, when we are born, our body produces a lot of collagen, and collagen, as I'm sure you already know, is what makes our skin taut and youthful. Well, as we age, we simply produce less collagen, so gravity pulls harder on your cheeks, eyelids, neck, and jawline. Dry lines become permanent, we lose moisture, and wrinkles start to appear. But what most women don't realize is that your body is still creating new cells every day. And of course that includes the cells that make up every inch of your face. And they are exactly the same skin cells your body made when you were a child. You just make less of them as you grow older. So by nourishing the growth of new cells with more collagen, we can literally regrow a younger version of ourselves. But just like any other part of our body, it needs food to do this. There is no ointment, cream, or treatment that can replace food. Just like if a man wanted to build more lean muscle, he just couldn't do it without food, right? Well, skin is exactly the same. In fact, your skin depends on the food you eat more than any other part of your body. Why? Because it's the largest organ you have. But there's more to it as well. You see, skin is really like an orange. When you look at a slice of orange, the actual colored part of the peel is like the outer part of our skin, called the epidermis. But right under that, just like an orange, there is that thick, soft, and spongy layer called the dermis. You see, everything we buy and put on our skin is placed on the epidermis. But what causes you to retain your fountain of youth is actually the dermis, the layer underneath. When we age and start to form lines, lose elasticity and firmness, it's because the dermis is becoming thinner, losing moisture and getting looser. The dermis is also where our hair follicles are. So when this layer starts to erode or get unhealthy, it affects the hair as well. And just like an orange, you can't make the soft, moist, and spongy white layer under the surface healthier by putting stuff on the outer surface. It can only become healthier, get its moisture, and remain tight and strong from the nutrients beneath it. Once you pluck an orange from the branch, it stops getting food from the tree, and it stays fresh for a while by relying on what's inside the meat of the orange. But over time it starts to dry out, because nothing is being supplied to the inside of the orange anymore. It has been cut off from its life source, from its food. The same thing happens to our skin. When toxins and poor nutrition block the dermis, or the underlying thick, elastic part of our skin, from getting the food it needs from our blood, it loses collagen and elastin, the two natural ingredients that make the dermis stay taut, moist, and firm. And that also means that collagen creams are a complete scam. They simply do not work, because collagen can only be created from under the dermis. But as you are about to hear, no doctor, dermatologist, and certainly not the cosmetic industry will tell you this. Why? 3 reasons. First, it is too easy for you to do on your own. When you see how easy it is to feed yourself 20 years younger and dissolve wrinkles with your next meal, you will never go back. The second reason you won't hear this is because the beauty industry will lose a lot of profit. They depend on you eating foods that aggravate your skin cells, cause oiliness or excessive dryness, or to create more acne, even into your late 30s and 40s. The third reason women haven't been told these facts, and what's probably hardest to believe, is because doctors are simply not taught this. Doctors in their entire medical training will at most get only a few hours of training on nutrition. Here's what I was told when I started to question whether diet affected our skin. Scientists have been unable to find a substantial connection between diet and acne. I remember reading that, but then I saw who published it. It was the company that manufactures and sells Proactive. And what about this? The truth is that no food is really bad for your skin. Guess who said that? The company that makes and markets eczema products. If this is upsetting you, I don't blame you. And if you've talked to your doctor and they told you the same thing, ponder this. It wasn't long ago that doctors all across America literally prescribed time in the sun to treat ailments ranging from acne to eczema. Now that we know the dangers of UV radiation seriously increasing the risk of skin cancer, not to mention destroying collagen and boosting the aging process, doctors are now telling us to stay away from the sun or to wear sunscreen. You see, the medical world doesn't always have it right. Oftentimes, they just need time to catch up. So if you're grappling with what I'm sharing with you, if you're finding it's hard to believe that it can be so easy, so powerful, so life-changing, I completely understand. Even though you agonized over skin problems for years and faithfully do everything you are told, and the fact that no one else has told you this, especially the people you trusted, can make you feel betrayed, like I did. But you know what? It's not your fault. Now the good news is you can learn how to reverse any skin condition in just a few steps with foods that are probably in your fridge right now. Want to know something even more incredible? Out of all the foods that can transform your appearance, one type of food has more impact on reversing age than any other. But not only that, this one food type exposes the myth of collagen supplements and are a fast way to waste your hard-earned money. Let me tell you the story. I was in my mid-30s, and I was obsessively looking for any way to stem the obvious wrinkles that were becoming more and more noticeable through my makeup. On top of that, my acne had started up again. But that's when I met my best friend, Danielle's grandmother. If you remember, Danielle was one of those freaks of nature with picture-ready, model skin and hair. Her grandmother had come to visit from Peru, and Danielle always told me what an inspiration she was. When I was introduced to her, I honestly thought it was a joke. This woman may have passed for her mother, but certainly not her grandmother. It wasn't just that she looked no older than 40. There was this spark she had. As she looked at me through bright, moist, and deep-set eyes, I could see she was sharp as a razor. Her hair was jet black, lustrous and full-bodied, and her skin, I had never seen skin like that before. She had a deep, ethereal glow that seemed almost unreal, and for a grandmother, I could not trace a hint of dryness. Later that night, I asked Danielle how old her grandmother was, and the answer shocked me. She was 75. I had to find out her secret. In the days that followed, I spent more time with her, waiting for a good moment to ask how she was able to look so stunning. But out of the blue, she handed me a glass with a ruby-colored juice in it. "Drink it," she said. "This will help your skin." I took a sip, and it was a tart, sweet, diluted juice, and just as I started to drink it, she went on to say, "You are too young to look so old. You are the same age as my granddaughter, but you look much older." I just about choked. "This is acerola juice. I drank it all my life. This is like a fountain of youth where I come from. Come back here every week. I'll make it for you." And with that, she handed me 2 jugs of it. So much for my conversation. Over the next week, my skin seemed different. I wrote it off to my imagination until a coworker asked me what I used for my skin because she wanted some. I went to the bathroom and looked in the mirror, and it was true. My skin really had cleared up. It looked supple, smooth, and, dare I say, it glowed. I became a nutrition fiend. I thought this acerola was some kind of magic berry, but it wasn't magic at all. What I found out was that it was simply a fruit, but it had a tremendous amount of vitamin C. Out of all the foods, it has some of the highest amounts of vitamin C, and vitamin C is essential for collagen. But taking a vitamin C tablet doesn't do much because we only absorb about 5 to 10% of it. And our typical American diet doesn't give nearly enough vitamin C to make any difference. And there is only so much vitamin C supplements you can take before you get stomach pain. If you get 100 grams of raw orange, it has 71 milligrams of vitamin C. But acerola has 1,677 milligrams. That's over 2,300% more vitamin C. I started to study all the different nutrients our skin needs to thrive and what foods contain the greatest amount of these miracle substances. And more important, I found how foods cause the age-accelerating problems we have. It's like the produce section of your grocery store suddenly turned into your own exotic beauty and skincare pharmacy. On each shelf, in each section, there is something, actually many things, for every beauty issue you might have right now. After 2 weeks of experimenting with these beauty foods, I was able to do something I thought I'd never be able to do. I went to work with just blush and mascara. No need for foundation. No need for concealers. No need for an hour-long morning routine. I think the last time I went out of the house without a thick layer of foundation, primer, and concealer was when I was in middle school. But the fact of the matter was that I just didn't need it. I have to say, though, I stood there in the bathroom looking at the clearest, smoothest, most radiant skin I'd ever had as an adult, and I second-guessed myself the entire time. I thought to myself, was I seeing things right? I can't be this good. It's only been 2 weeks. It was just something too good to be true as far as I was concerned. For the first time in decades, I was able to wake up, look in the mirror, and not need to do anything. I love being able to tie my hair back or up in a bun to show off my neck and my entire face. And yes, I even go out and get the mail without makeup anymore. I had attained makeup freedom. A few months after my meeting with Danielle's grandmother and a library full of books, I had made even more changes to my diet and lost 18 pounds, had deep, endless energy, and have the best sleep I've ever had. The more I studied, the more I came to one conclusion. The standard American diet, or SAD, really should be called the standard age-accelerating diet if you want to get premature wrinkles, crow's feet, smile lines, frown lines, and a dull complexion years before you should. Just eat what everyone else is eating. Eventually, years later, and researching all the hard-to-find ways food cures the skin, I ended up getting licensed as a nutritionist and esthetician, and now have a thriving practice helping women with all sorts of skin issues. Anti-aging is only one of the things that can be accomplished with the food you eat. Acne or more severe skin problems like eczema and rosacea, dry, flaky skin, patchy skin, and even sun-damaged skin can be cured with the properties in many foods we have all around us. It turns out Mother Nature is the best beautician we could ever hope for, and I'm going to teach you her language. The best part of it all is how my dermatologist reacted to my transformation. It turns out even she had her own issues and wanted my help. That's when I knew I had to teach this to as many women as possible. But something else happened that made bringing natural beauty to women all around the world my mission in life. One day, I finished a treatment on a client and walked out to the waiting room to meet my next appointment, Linda. I was a bit stunned to see a beautiful woman sitting there sobbing. Concerned, I asked Linda what was wrong, and she told me something that made me so incredibly sad. She came to see me because a friend referred her, but what prompted it was her walking in on her husband cheating on her with his assistant, an assistant much younger than her. Since she found the courage to leave him, thoughts swirled in her mind about how she was getting older and that she had to find a way to look younger. She was a successful, smart executive, and she knew it. But to start dating again for the first time in 20 years, she felt silly for getting so caught up in worrying about something so superficial as looking younger. She was scorned, embarrassed, and humiliated, and felt torn between wanting to look younger and loving herself the way she was. She finally blurted out, "I feel guilty and ashamed for wanting to look younger." To this day, I am still surprised how often I hear this. Cosmetics companies feed into our insecurities about getting older and make us feel we'll all turn into wrinkled old prunes without the latest and often very expensive miracle cream. There is nothing wrong with wanting to look your best, to love what you see in the mirror, but not because a cosmetic company or a bad relationship made you feel you need it. And certainly not because good marketing makes you believe there is a new miracle out there. No, the miracle is right on the shelves of your produce section, and you have every right to look and feel as beautiful as you want. Like I said, my name is Tracy, and with your permission, I'd like to share with you the power of beauty foods and how to look 20 years younger without cosmetics, injections, or surgery. When you master this simple concept, other women will ask what your secret is because you look so good, and they will be astonished when they discover you only have mascara and a hint of blush on right now. And I also want to show you how and why your skin, hair, and nails are already trying to grow younger, firmer, and healthier, and how to remove the hidden blockages that keep them trapped and out of sight. I'd like to show you how to instantly remove any ideas you might have about skincare being an outside-in process, and have you feel the power of knowing the truth that ageless beauty can only be achieved from the inside out. I want to show you the simple, easy-to-prepare foods and meals that melt and dissolve dry, flaky, patchy areas to allow firmer, more elastic, radiant skin layers to come to the surface. The 5 foods that provide the essential building blocks to luscious, full-bodied, shimmering, and silky hair. Not to mention a dietary adjustment that can reduce hair loss before or after menopause. How? By introducing you to a simple, easy-to-use system called the Beauty Food Bible. It's a companion you'll have for life, like nature's own anti-aging expert that teaches you the foods that eliminate and smooth out wrinkles, smile lines, crow's feet, restore thinning skin on the hands, face, and neck into thicker, firmer, and more plump appearance, create fuller lips, prevent stretch marks, tighten sagging areas in the jawline, neck, and eyelids, reverse sun damage like sunspots and blotchiness on the neck, chest, and face, and so much more. First, you'll get the Beauty Food Bible, Feed Yourself 20 Years Younger. The first thing you'll learn in the manual are the most potent foods for creating incredible skin, where to find them, and how to prepare them. The types of foods that maintain elasticity and firmness past the age of 30. Some of them help maintain the natural oils in your skin that stop it from getting too dry. And other foods that dramatically boost collagen levels, which leads to younger, smoother, and finer skin. I've also listed other foods that detoxify the fluids under the dermis, that important layer of skin under the surface, which help new skin cells receive the nutrition to start growing rapidly and make their way to the surface. Next, I'll show you the secrets to deep skin repair by providing your cells with the most powerful antioxidants in nature. Unlike pills and supplements, actual foods are completely bioavailable, meaning your body and skin cells soak up many times more than any antioxidant supplement out there. You will learn how to repair sun damage and even protect your skin from harmful UV rays from the inside. Yes, there is even a food that acts like a UV blocker used in sunscreens, but in this case, it's a food you can eat. But you want to make sure you eat this one cooked to get the most out of it. Next, we'll get to face masks. We all have different skin types. Some of us have oily skin, some have dry skin, and some have sensitive skin. Here you'll be shown how to create a natural, non-chemical, non-toxic, soothing and calming face mask for each type of skin. And for pennies, you can experience a spa-like rejuvenating lift right at home. You will also discover 2 powerful face masks that have been used for thousands of years, but has only recently been discovered to dramatically reduce and heal adult acne. You can eliminate the need for over-the-counter medications, creams, and ointments that dry out, irritate, and cause your skin to flake. Because these masks are so soothing, you can even clear up your acne without any scarring blemishes. One of my clients' favorite masks is my Reviving Dull Skin Face Mask. One of the things we find more as we get older is a duller and more lifeless complexion. This mask helps exfoliate and dissolve dead skin and moisturizes and brightens the underlying skin at the same time. Combine this with the dietary adjustments you will be taught, and dull skin will be a thing of the past. And let's not forget your hair. We could be wearing the best outfit, have the best figure, and even win the lottery. But if our hair is messy, frizzy, or just downright ornery, we'll want to crawl back into bed until it decides to calm down again. Luckily, you don't have to invest in hair products that cost more than your monthly mortgage. No matter whether you want to fight hair loss, stop oily hair, end dry and frizzy hair, clear up dandruff, or eliminate split ends, you will have everything you need. Here's my promise to you. When you follow my advice and start to fill your plate and your body with these age-defying superfoods, you'll be astounded by the results. You'll stare and wonder at the daily changes staring at you in the mirror. And you'll be astonished by the attention you suddenly get when people you know see your transformation. In fact, why don't you hear it from them?
My sister gave me this book because I spend a lot of money on skincare products, and she's always trying to get me to eat better. I was skeptical, but willing to give it a try. Well, I'm so glad she insisted that I read it. It's truly changed my life and the way I think about food and my skin. After reading the book, I'm much more careful about what I put in my body because I know it's going to come out on my skin. And let me tell you, I've never looked or felt better. In the past month since I've been following the Feed Your Face advice, I've lost 7 pounds and I have more energy than ever. And my skin, which used to break out around that time of the month, doesn't freak out around my period anymore. It was really fun and easy to read. Since my job requires a lot of entertaining, and now I know what to order and drink when eating out, this is a must-read if you care about your skin and your health.
That was Gina. Now here's Michelle.
When I heard about this book, I thought, this is perfect. We spend so much money on external products to keep our faces looking beautiful. This book teaches you what to eat to make your face look beautiful from the inside. Not only do you look more beautiful, but really your body feels healthy. I was so happy how this book covered the different problems one can have with their skin and what to eat to improve it. Whatever you're trying to improve, this book honestly is a solution. It is detailed and it teaches you what you need to know. And let me tell you, what a fun read.
And here's Susan.
I love this book, and since reading it and applying its advice, I'm sleeping better and feeling much more energized. The eating principles in the book are very simple to follow. Since I've done this, my skin looks clear, and I've had friends comment to me this weekend that my skin is glowing.
Just by itself, the Beauty Food Bible Manual will change your appearance, your health, and your self-confidence for the rest of your life. But because I want to give you an unfair advantage and help you have the kind of radiant glow you've always dreamed of, I'm also going to include skincare magic, natural skincare recipes that work wonders on your skin. This is really a treat. When I was researching the Beauty Food Bible, I interviewed dozens of women and got them to open up about what stopped them from using completely natural solutions to beautiful skin, even when they produce the same results. These interviews revealed that women think it is more expensive or too hard to do. This is so sad because that is the farthest thing from the truth. So to show you how easy it is for you to clear away dying skin cells, nourish and reveal healthy, new, perfect skin, I compiled recipes of my famous homemade scrubs and masks. And the best part is that you are in control of what you put on your skin. There are no artificial, rare chemicals that companies try to make you feel you need to pay an arm and a leg for. No, you know exactly what you're putting in, and they are all superfoods. No more artificial fragrances, colors, preservatives. When you grab your copy of the Beauty Food Bible today, you'll get all 48 easy and inexpensive recipes for homemade scrubs and masks inside skincare magic that you can experiment and enjoy forever. Masks like the firming face mask that is pennies to make and tightens and firms your skin in as little as 15 minutes. The anti-wrinkle mask that speeds up the process of your vanishing facial lines. For those of you who might be suffering from adult acne or hormonal acne, there is the acne clearing mask in there as well. And I haven't even gotten into the scrubs that exfoliate your skin and keep it plump, fresh, and bright. Here's what Anne had to say about these recipes.
This book is full of easy recipes using everyday ingredients. Well, how much more accessible can skincare get? I know that personally I worry about using chemicals and harsh products on my skin, so I'm always on the lookout for natural solutions which I can make at home. Well, this book really delivers, and best of all, the ingredients are cheap. I have oily skin, so I love the banana, strawberry and honey nourishing scrub. It's good enough to eat.
But in addition to that, I'll give you my collection of juice and smoothie recipes. It's called Sip the Years Off Your Face, Revitalizing Juice and Smoothie Recipes. These are 53 of my favorite recipes that supercharge your beauty transformation by letting you drink these beauty superfoods. Here's what I mean. In liquid form, in the form of a juice or a smoothie, the rejuvenating nutrients, enzymes, minerals, and living energy go straight to your skin cells, your hair and nail cells. You will detoxify energy-sapping, age-accelerating toxins out of your body fluids, increase energy, emotional well-being, and mental focus. Virtually eliminate cravings and hunger and lose excess weight with these easy-to-prepare juice and smoothie recipes as well. Not to mention, save a ton of money. And not just because I'm giving you these 2 bonuses for free when you get the Beauty Food Bible today. And not just because the ingredients are so abundant, easy to find, and inexpensive. It's because it takes so little time to make them, preserve them, drink them. Have you seen the prices of fresh juices and smoothies today? It's ridiculous how much you have to pay for a small cup. Okay, so how do you get started? How much is it to own and start using the Beauty Food Bible, plus my famous skincare magic, natural skincare recipes that work wonders on your skin? And Sip the Years Off Your Face, Revitalizing Juice and Smoothie Recipes. This is the only program like this in existence, so there's nothing to compare it to. So let me just ask you a question. How much is it worth to you to utterly transform the way you age for the rest of your life? To have the fountain of youth that only a few cultures and countries seem to possess? To not have to spend all that time putting your face on in the morning, and then taking it off at night after a hard day's work? To wake up, walk to the mirror, and see perfect skin staring right back at you? To attain makeup freedom? How much would you pay to have this problem solved forever? No more morning puffiness, no more sagging skin, no more dull complexion or dry brittle hair. Instead, you'll see a glowing, radiant, tight and youthful face staring back at you with a huge grin. To have your friends and even strangers ask what you use because it looks so beautiful. A lot, right? Well, I've got some really good news for you. The regular price of the Beauty Food Bible is just $97, which every woman who's actually used the program tells me is a steal. Why? Just think about it for a second. How many hundreds or thousands of dollars have you spent in the past trying to hide wrinkles or fine lines? Or on moisturizers to prevent cracking and premature aging? How many scrubs, cleansers, exfoliants, creams, masks, toners? How much have you spent for facials? Or for some, how much cash have you wasted on injections, Botox, fillers, or even a surgery or two? And have you ever really gotten what you wanted in return? Something that will last forever? No, they are temporary fixes because they only work on the thinnest layer of your skin and from the outside. The fact is that the Beauty Food Bible has been proven again and again to work, to transform the typical poorly nourished, starved, suffocated skin into what your body wants to create: fresh, abundant, youthful, tight, firm, and glowing skin, hair, and nails, without even trying. That should make a tiny one-time investment of $97 seem like a drop in the ocean. But you know what? I want to make this an easy decision for you. When I start selling this program on a wide scale, I'm going to hold a special sale where I discount the program by a generous 30% and offer it for just $67. But because you're going to get it here early, and if you act right now, I'll let you have the Beauty Food Bible, plus the Skincare Magic natural skincare recipes that work wonders on your skin, plus the Sip the Years Off Your Face revitalizing juice and smoothie recipes for just $29.95. All you have to do to get started is click the Add to Cart button that has just appeared below. You'll gain instant access to everything and will be creating a younger you tonight. As soon as you click Add to Cart, you'll be able to download the entire program, go through it all, and start using these simple little tricks and techniques I give you. And you'll be able to see for yourself the incredible results you'll get with the Beauty Food Bible. And there's of course my Beauty for Life, no questions asked guarantee. Here's how it works. Order today and use the material. If you aren't blown away and if you don't get incredible results, simply email me within 60 days for a complete refund. No fine print, no tricks. Look, the way I like to do business, whether you're a client in my clinic or buy one of my books, is I don't believe I deserve your money unless I get you results. I take a tremendous amount of pride in the Beauty Food Bible. It took a long time to research, experiment, test, compile, and put together, and I know you're going to get great results with this, which is why I'm willing to give you a guarantee you can count on. You can feel completely safe today knowing that you're protected, and that when you do invest in the Beauty Food Bible, you will either get great results or you'll get your money back, plain and simple. All you have to do to get started, again, is click the big, shiny, inviting Add to Cart button below, and you'll be able to get the Beauty Food Bible for the low price of just $29.95. Plus, you'll get the complete Skincare Magic, natural skincare recipes that work wonders on your skin. Recipe after recipe of money-saving, time-saving, and skin-toning tricks that will keep you growing younger each day. But you really have to act now. I'm selling this program now for just $29.95, but only as a market test. I want to help as many women as I can, but I'm planning on raising the price, or maybe even doubling it in the near future. So really, you've got a really simple choice to make. Option number 1 is for you to do nothing. Keep going the way you are now. Keep dealing with the frustrations, the worries, the expenses, and risk things getting worse because you don't take action. Keep, reading magazine articles written by big marketers trying to sell you the next product they've released, showing glossy pictures of models with perfect skin you really wished you could get, and just get more and more frustrated because you'd think that couldn't happen for you. I can tell you from the stories and testimonials you've seen already and more that I want to show you, it can happen for you. Your body loves being young. It loves being strong and attractive. You just need to know the simple ways to open the door and let it do so. Option number 2 is you can take what you learned today and try it on your own. You can take the basic ideas I revealed about the food we eat and what it does to create ageless skin and go out and use it. And you might get some decent results, but wouldn't you rather have a sure thing? Wouldn't you rather have a simple system that literally thousands of women around the world have already used with amazing results, and have that in your corner as you try to make this happen? But of course there's an option number 3. Risk nothing at all today. Grab the Beauty Food Bible for just $29.95 today. Devour the material, put it into action, and see how long it takes for you to get that incredible smile on your face. Again, all you have to do to get started is click the big Add to Cart button that has just appeared below. You'll gain instant access to everything. As soon as you click Add to Cart, you'll be able to get an email that gives you the download link. You can download the entire The Beauty Food Bible program and everything I've promised you here today. You can be going through it in just a few minutes from now, and you can be getting incredible results within, a day or two? It won't take you very long to absorb the material, but the results will last forever. There's not really a lot of theory here. I've focused on ease of use and results. Everything in these downloads is focused on exactly what you need to get the kind of complexion, tone, and smoothness people think is rare or that you can only be born with. And all you have to do to get what you really want is click the Add to Cart button below. You will get great results, like so many women before you. And of course, to ease any fears you might have, you're backed up by the 100% money-back guarantee. Now, if you are still here, I think you've heard enough from me, so let me just share what women have to say about the Beauty Food Bible.
I was a former skin model, and I had skin like a baby, pink and flawless most of my life without doing much. This year I had a lot of stress, bad diet, so I collected 10 pimples, and my skin felt flaky and dry and really itchy underneath no matter what fancy lotion I put on it. I read this book and I tried it out for 3 days, and it works. The education is worth every penny. After reading the book, I incorporated the exfoliation and almost got my old skin back in just 3 days. 4 weeks from now, I'll have flawless skin again at 38 years old. People mistake me for 26 because of my skin.
That's Karen. She was skeptical, and look what happened to her.
I am amazed that I can already see an improvement in the smoothness and the brightness, and I swear if my eyes are seeing correctly, a few less lines as well. My pores are tighter, and I believe some blackheads are disappearing. I'm 63 years old, and I feel like I have taken care of my skin fairly well over the years, but things have definitely improved.
That's Amelia.
My skin got brighter and just not nearly as dry as it used to be. I got rid of all those annoying blackheads and acne, and I also got rid of all those wrinkles that were starting to appear on my face.
Thank you. That's Oksana.
So within the first week, I started to notice a huge difference. I noticed that the blotches and the redness, the bumps were starting to disappear and diminish. And within 3 weeks, almost all of the redness was gone. And I decided to go without makeup to work. And I know some of you would not dream of going to work or anywhere else in public without makeup or foundation or cover-up on. But I decided to do it, and surprise, no one ran away screaming or terrified or anything like that. In fact, a few people at work actually asked me if I was using a new makeup. They told me how great my skin looked, that it was glowing. And the thing that I really like to hear is that people think that I'm 35, but actually I'm closer to 50. And I used to break out during that time of the month, but with now my skin hardly ever breaks out, and I just could not be happier. Thanks again.
That's from Goldie Hardwood, 49 years old, a wife and a mother. And I could go on. Those were just a small sampling of the dozens and dozens of emails I've gotten from women talking about how the Beauty Food Bible has had a profound effect on them. Listen, if you're here, it's because you want younger, healthier, tighter skin, a smoother, even complexion, and to reverse or slow down the aging process. There's nothing wrong with wanting that. If you can simply learn how to give your skin what it needs, you will become your body's best friend, and it will repay you for the rest of your life with mesmerizing beauty. I think in this presentation I've shown you enough of how effective this material is. If you've watched this far, it shows me that you're interested, and all you have to do is click Add to Cart button below. You'll get everything tonight, and you'll be able to find out for yourself if the Beauty Food Bible is everything so many other women are saying it is. I'm confident it is. Why? Because I've seen it work. It has worked for me with my own skin, hair, and nails. It's been wonderful, and it's worked for every single person I've shown this to personally. And the vast majority of folks who buy the Beauty Food Bible and put it to use in their own lives have fantastic results. I want you to have those results as well. And all you have to do is enter your email address and click the Add to Cart button below. Download the Beauty Food Bible, start going through it, start using it in your own life, and experience those results for yourself. Again, I've been Tracy Patterson. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I can't wait to hear about your transformation. Hi there. It looks like you're still here. Well, you probably still have some lingering questions. Here are the questions I most often get. Tracy, is the Beauty Food Bible a diet? No, it's not a diet. I know, though, that when we hear things about food, we assume it's a diet. It's a way to understand how to use natural food that is available to us to clear our skin and help us look younger. And also remember, there are a lot of recipes you're getting for how to create masks and scrubs. So it's not just about food you're going to be eating. It's just discovering the magical power of food. Tracy, how much money can I expect to save? Quite a bit. Some women report saving over $1,000 a month, while others say they've cut out this cream and that beauty enhancer and saved $90 or more every month. One thing is for sure, at only $29.95 and using mostly inexpensive foods and nutrients or herbs in our formulations, the Beauty Food Bible is by far the least expensive beauty solution in the world. Tracy, what if I just don't see the results everyone else is seeing? You would definitely be among the minority. However, no amount of money is worth risking your satisfaction and peace of mind. That's why I have included my 60-day guarantee to ensure you are totally happy, satisfied, and amazed by the results you'll see. If for any reason this is not the case, simply email me using the support email for an immediate, no questions asked refund. Tracy, can I still use my favorite cream, soap, shampoo, treatment with your advice? You absolutely can. However, you may find you no longer need to. Still, if it makes you feel better, then I encourage it. Tracy, how long will it take me to see results? Nearly immediately. Some of the tips take only minutes and render immediate results. Other formulations require a few minutes a day and 10 to 14 days to see full results. Now let's get you started right now on the road to the most beautiful you ever.